and welcome to the show. We start this week's Failrace episode with Crossbowman on GTA 5. Now, they are completing a mission they've called in their personal vehicle to try and, deliver the gear. Seems like a sensible plan. Unfortunately for them, their car got spawned the other side of the road, right underneath where they managed to take out a helicopter. It's a good shot to get rid of the helicopter. Normally is a good thing to get rid of the helicopters that are trying to shoot you. Unfortunately, the helicopter landed on their personal vehicle. Couldn't have really done it much better if you tried in that. Well, they almost got across the road to get to it, but no, that's not your lucky day. Not your lucky day there. Luke Games is up next. They are doing some of the deliveries with the tow truck. Actually, I've not done much of these, not really done any of these bits of the game, but they're towing a vehicle around as you might do on GTA. The thing is, as you are whizzing around the streets with the tow truck, sometimes the AI cars, they don't really care what you are doing, and this particular one has decided to remove the Dukes from the back of the truck. Really impressive. Without affecting the tow truck at all, managed to roll the Dukes that it was towing. I do approve indeed. We're on to Ghost Recon Wildlands next, with a supercar driving through a train tunnel. I mean, good way to take a shortcut perhaps around the map. The problem, it's not a very big tunnel, and well, if there is a train, it turns out car versus train goes the way of the train. This time around, the physics decided the car should go through the floor, and is now very much on fire. It was a good shortcut until it wasn't, basically. Pulse T Fox up next on the crew Motorfest, racing around on a bike when they unfortunately managed to hit a car. Well, no worries, get reset into another car, and reset again into the same car, finally stops getting killed with the respawns. Game decides to be nice and a little bit of ghost mode. Yeah, that's not the most fortunate of respawns. Small Man up next on Sea of Thieves. They are doing a spot of plundering, or whatever it is. They've found a wooden crate. They want to go put it on their little dinghy. Turns out, dinghy's had enough of that. Nope. What instead we're going to do is go to space. Yes, if in doubt, if physics are glitching, let's just launch stuff randomly into the air. Or about, in this case, it was quite a long way into the air. But never fear, it's coming back down. Surely this won't be a problem at all now. The physics has sorted itself out, right? Right? No, not right. Instead, I don't know if we've gone up or down. I think we've gone through the floor. Either way, that's game over at that point. Zarten up next. I had to brighten this clip up quite a lot because SnowRunner can be very dark at night. They are driving around on the sort of ice sheets, as you might have to do. When one of the big chunks of ice manages to get twisted. I don't know if it gets twisted under the wheel or whether a bit of terrain glitchy goes on. Either way, it fires upwards and launches a pretty big, heavy truck onto its roof and clinging on for dear life. It is, I will say, a very picturesque place to crash. If I'm going to be stuck, if you're going to have your truck dangling, at least it's very pretty. I will say that much. Matt is up next on a set of Corsa Competizioni. They are doing a spot of race against the AI. We're at Silverstone, everything's going, I say, fairly normally as we head towards the final couple of corners. Unfortunately, though, up ahead, the AI bouncing around in the chicane, and a Lamborghini is suddenly facing a way you do not want the Lamborghini to be facing directly in front of you. It's a difficult one to do much about. And then as we head around the final corner, the AI not quite done with it yet. The Porsche goes for a bounce and clatters over the nose of the car that we are riding on board with. Sapling is up next on Gran Turismo 7. Now, they have a ridiculously modified TVR Tuscan here that is insanely fast. And they've got the AIs all driving the same vehicle. As you can see, we're heading into the first sort of turn at Daytona at 220, and it continues to climb. Simple fact of the matter is this car cannot handle this level of, this level of power, the level of speed going around these corners. It does not have the grip to make it. The thing is, the AI haven't quite realised that. And, well, they proceed to have a tremendous accident all on their own. The player thinks there's a gap up high. It did look briefly like there was, but hidden in the smoke is another spun TVR, and sure enough, everybody's had a very big wreck. Yeah, it's just there's so much speed. The car just doesn't have enough grip to go with this level of speed. This is from one of the AI vehicles per se. I think the first group makes it through okay. A few cars at the front make it through okay, but the rest are all spinning around. I think some clipped the apron, but I don't think it really mattered. They just did not have the grip to make it around that, and we have, it turns out, many horsepower in a TVR Tuscan might make it quite dangerous when it comes to over racing. You know, the Tuscans that were notoriously difficult to drive at the best of times. Rotato is up next on EA WRC game. They are messing about with the Audi Quattro when they get a little bit too eager on the turning point for the next corner. Yep, that's incredibly well parked. I will give you that. It is a wonderful Austin Powers parking moment right there. You have managed to get your Audi. I mean, the gap is literally barely an Audi's length in size, and they've managed to park it perfectly. Thankfully, though, due to rather soft rally suspension, they are able to kind of wiggle the car a little bit by getting it to, you can see here, kind of climb a small amount. It's not huge, but it's enough just to shuffle it about until it does eventually work its way free. So you could have reset it, but the Quattro did just about wiggle its way out of the gap in the fence. And finally, we have got Sunrider on at Decimate Drive. Absolutely wonderful game. I love this one. They have found a way to get onto a wall. I don't think you're supposed to get onto this wall. I certainly never did. But it is a great place because up here, the cars trying to run you over can't get to you. They might try some unusual tactics. The van almost, I mean, if the AIs figured out a way to get it, would have been amazing. Tried to use the sort of snowblower as a ramp. Didn't quite work for the van in all of this one. Of course, the AI's, the vehicle AI is not particularly advanced in this one. It's not really supposed to be. They're sort of supposed to keep coming at you. And, well, funnily enough, the wall is relatively safe. However, you do almost learn a new party piece. The muscle car managing to bounce off the wall and getting caught on the flatbed of the snowblower. I was really hoping it was going to get driven around. Unfortunately, I'm going to guess the rear wheels just about made contact with the surface for long enough for it to propel itself forward. I don't know what happens if you were to jump off this wall onto the bed of the snowblower. I feel like that would be an interesting way to try and survive. Probably wouldn't survive for long, but, you know, maybe. Either way, walls are safe, it turns out, in this game. Yeah, Wolves did a very good job of making that one safe. But there we go. That is going to be it for this episode. As ever, if you have clips you'd like to submit to this series, you can via the Google form. There'll be a link to it in the description. All the rules and how it works can be found on there. And we do indeed need more clips for this series, if this series is going to continue going. That, though, is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.